Hello YouTube, it's me, your brother Hans. It is, well, dark out as you can see. It's around 10 o'clock in the evening. I'm just doing an evening vlog. I see a lot of videos, people are telling the world about their throwing up stories, which I find quite entertaining. So anyway, mine, which is quite funny, actually happened when I was in the 6th grade. I remember it was Halloween. I had caught the stomach flu about a week before Halloween, and it was super brutal. Couldn't keep anything down, and then I felt better, but somehow relapsed and caught another stomach bug, or maybe it was food poisoning. But anyway, so what happened was, the night before Halloween, I wasn't feeling too well, and so I tried to ignore it, went to bed. You know, I woke up weird times of the day. Evening was like feeling just kind of funky, and so the next morning I wasn't feeling any better. I ended up going to school dressed up in my awesome costume. It was the Grim Reaper. Always been obsessed with those kind of costumes, zombies, Grim Reaper, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, but that's not the point. Anyway, so the whole day I'm just feeling quite funky, and they had, you know how like they have candy and music and all and games and all that kind of stuff that, like, I'm sure y'all remember when you were in elementary school. You used to do that for Halloween, and it was so much fun. Anyway, so they had a bunch of like candies and stuff, and I was convincing myself that I was just tired, and so I like ate more candy as the day went on. I just kept eating candy, and my dad picked me up for lunch, and I had fish and chips, and I felt so... I remember I got back to school and I felt so nauseous. Like, it was like sick beyond what I had known before. Anyway, so I managed to fake it through the entire class party until the end. Just feeling lousy and being rather annoyed by some of the students, as we always are in grade 6. Some students just annoy us. So I get to my grandma's place, and this is after I take a nap in the car after my dad is doing what he has to do, and I get out of the car, and instantly I go from feeling rested to just so sick. And so I walk into her house, and right away I feel my stomach start to heave. And I'm walking across the living room carpet, and I go, and like, it was just a false alarm dry heave or whatever, and then it caught my grandma's attention, and so she's like, so she sees me, and she's like, "Is there something wrong with your eye?" Anyway, so my eye flutters, like, whenever I feel nauseous. I don't know why, but she thought something was wrong with my eye, so I was like, "No, I'm just thirsty." And so I go to the kitchen and get a cup of OJ, and just as I'm about to take a sip of my orange juice, all of a sudden my stomach heaves again, and I vomit, like, into the cup, and it's like, and then it's like spilling over, like, over the cup. Like, it's like I just, like, topped the cup up with my vomit, which was, like, salmon colored because I had all these candies and fish and chips and like ketchup and all that kind of stuff. So then right away I start vomiting on the cutting board, and I'm like, just like copious amounts of vomit, and I'm just like blah, blah, like, and I go to the sink and I continue to just blah, and the only thing my grandma can think to do is slap me on the back, and she's like, quickly, to the toilet, quickly, to the toilet, and I'm just projectile vomiting, like, through my nose, and it's just burning and tasting terrible, and It's like, yeah, like I'm really going to run to the toilet and puke all over the white carpet, all over the floor. Like, no, like I'm just gonna stand there and puke in the sink, like most people would when they're in the middle of puking. Plus, I can't move when I'm vomiting. Um, anyway, yeah, share with me your throwing up stories. It is quite hilarious. Okay, well, that is another wrap for this video. For my next videos to come, I look forward to seeing your views. All right, peace.